Good evening. Right, well, it's what day is it today? Yeah, it's Thursday the 2nd, I think. Yeah, Thursday the 2nd of April, and been locked down over a week now, getting on for two. Yeah, it's got to be two because I went and did my shopping. So I thought I'd show you what goes on the good ship Sovereign Bay in the galley. Tonight I'm cooking some street food, as it's been called. So let's see what we've got. In a receptacle here we have various vegetables, stir fry type vegetables, chopped and ready to go in. I've got some chicken which I've freshly diced up. Nobody can see that. There you go. It could be any sort of chicken really. I've used a breast, but whatever takes your fancy. I've got a chow mein mix. The better quality, the better. And I've also got some Thai 7 spice, and that's all we're going to need for this dish. As you can see, you get the pan nicely smoking, and then we'll add the chicken. So in goes the chicken. It'll all happen quite quickly. Right, so we'll leave that to cook on one side. Thai 7 spice, I use that in quite a lot of my Chinese cooking because it's got chili powder in. That's important. If you like your food hot, don't think, Rudgey didn't put any chili in, and then go and whack a load of chili in because you won't be able to eat it. I'm not one of these people that likes my food massively hot. I do like it spicy, however, but I also like to taste what I've cooked. Some people just seem to think it's, you know, they wear it like a badge of honour, don't they? Oh, I've eaten the hottest chili on the planet. Well, fair play to you, but could you taste what it tasted like? Probably not. So yeah, anyway, I like to make sure the chicken's cooked, so you won't see a lot of shaking going on because I'm going to turn this over in a minute. I've diced it into squares so that I can cook it one side and then turn it over. I don't know whether you can see that. There you go. You'll notice, well, you might not actually, but I'm using a camping stove. The hob on Sovereign Bay runs on propane gas. A little lesson for you here. Various gases will cook at various heats, and propane, especially this time of year, doesn't cook very hot. And of course when you're doing Chinese cooking or anything like that, stir fries, you need a fairly hot pan. So I use a camping stove because the gas in that burns at a better temperature. I can get the pan nice and hot. It's a bit of a hassle because it's another product I have to have on the boat, but you know, I don't do that many stir fries. As you can see, I'm just turning these over now while I'm talking to you, because at the moment with the coronavirus I don't really want food poisoning. So there you go. As you can see, the chicken's browned on that side, so now I'm just going to make sure it goes just brown on the other side. Now time to add the 7 spice. We'll just get the chicken sort of almost cooked. You want the chicken cooked before you put the spice in, otherwise you'll burn the spices, they'll stick to your wok and ruin your wok. I've had this wok several years now. Several ex-girlfriends will remember this wok if they're watching this. I have cooked some nice food on it, and it's very, as you can see, it's gone black. It was silver when I got it. I just give it a white brown. I'm not too fussy with it. Put some hot water in there, quick white brown, and then oil it. And what I do, I've got another wok here, a non-stick wok. So I oil that one, and I put that one upside down on top of it to stop anything getting in there, dust or whatever, because you don't know when you're going to be using it. And that keeps the wok nice and clean. Another top tip. Right, so the chicken's pretty much cooked now, I would think. So we'll put a splash of the 7 spice in. I would do a replay of that so you could see how much, but I'm not going to. Now then, At this point we'll put the stir-fry vegetables in. That could be anything you fancy really. I do like bean sprouts and stuff like that, bean shoots, and cashew nuts. Some people don't like that. I do. Yeah, so this is a take on a sort of a Singapore chow mein really, purely because I'm using the chow mein mix. That's the only reason I say that. So yeah, well, looks like I'm going to run out of gas. That's typical, isn't it? Maybe not. But just in case, what I'm going to do, oh, it's all going all right. That's one of the problems with living on a boat. It's quite easy to run out of gas, and I suppose some of you people who live in rural areas will probably empathise with me there. You know, you've probably got gas bottles outside. Nothing worse than you put something in the oven, go and sit down and watch the telly while it's cooking, come back and find that the gas has gone out, and you don't know where you are in the cooking process then, do you? Right, so we've fried the vegetables off. You don't want to go too mad with that. I like them a bit crispy. There are scissors for that, Rudgey. Right, so now we add the chow mein mix. Now, I used to make my own sauces, but really, some of these mixes are so cheap, and if you're going to put some spices, you know, something spicy like chilli with them, you may as well buy them for the time it takes. I mean, as you can see, that's nearly done now. Now, the final thing we'll add, I use straight to wok noodles. Got to live on a boat. You don't want loads of steam everywhere, so the cooked noodles off could be a bit of a pain, because you're just going to fill the boat with moisture that you don't want. Incidentally, every time I fire the gas up, I'll get condensation on the windows. Not a good idea on a boat, really. You know, I do run a dehumidifier sometimes. In the winter, the dry heat off the heater helps. But yeah, that's another tip. Packet rices are a wonderful thing if you've got a microwave, and the same with straight to wok noodles, because you don't want to be filling your boat with moisture all the time. And that's about it really. That's as simple as that. There you go. A sort of Singapore chow mein. I don't know what you call it really. So we'll just cook that off and then that's ready to serve. So